and he introduced me to Pro Fresh.
Okay.
This is when it was Icy Entertainment, and I was like, "Yo, could I be out dance? Can I be a dancer? You know, or something? You know, because at that time I was dancing. People who know me back then knew I was a dancer and shit. And it was like, man, we ain't hiring no nigga dancers, but you could be a promoter. And I was like, all right, cool. I tell everybody, and I told Xavier the same thing when we talked. I was like, bro, the club is a people's escape.
All right, so for the people who don't know, you just mentioned somebody, Xavier. Who is Xavier?
Yeah.
And because it just sounds like you just mentioning this information to a random person. You gotta remember, there might be people watching this who ain't never been to El Paso, and they like, who the fuck is Xavier? So,
well,
you gotta let people know.
Rivals, you know, kind of, I wouldn't say a competition, because Pro Fresh name had too much carry. It had a lot of carry. So but Brent also had a lot of carry because he was a face, and that's when EJ made his weapon Xavier.
Like, he was supposed to be Rio 2.0.
I hope Xavier see this shit, bro. I hope Xavier see this shit, because this shit wasn't random. He wasn't randomly picked, bro. He was scouted, and he was chosen. This nigga was chosen to be who he was today. Because I bet you any money, I bet you he probably would have been anything else besides a DJ or a host. He would have been anything else. Like, let's be real.
I'm about to be real.
He was loud.
So you don't feel that you was paid your worth?
Hell nah. I definitely wasn't paid my worth at all. I think it was one person who paid me my worth, and he passed away. Tiny paid me my worth. So Rico, at the time, who owned Black Pearl, out of all people, because Rico was a competition at that time. Okay. But me and Rico was cool, but we wasn't that cool because I worked for Pro Fresh. It was a time that we wasn't always like on the same level.
Right.
He bails me out. Out of anybody in the world, my competition bails me out of jail. I remember I got out of jail. I called Brent. I'm yelling at Brent. I called a lot of people, just pissed the fuck off, bro. I was really fucking mad because I'm like, nigga, all this footwork I put in for this fucking company, and you don't look for me?
The nigga said, hey, I'm turning myself in. I need the world to stop in El Paso, okay?
Nah, because I think before I turned myself in, I think I went out that night. And I'm not trying to act like I was the most important nigga in the world, bro. But to that team, I was.
Okay.
I was an asset to them. I was a valuable asset to them.
You was a what?
Valuable. I was valuable. Variable. My bad, nigga. This alcohol catching up on me.
You was valuable.
I was valuable. My bad.
Okay.
This alcohol catching up on me.
I didn't know if you were saying available or variable.
Variable, very. Where I thought it was. They had a reunion. And I didn't get a call. It was a GFM Pro Fresh reunion. All the old heads that I worked with,
and
that I grew up with, all was there. After I got my ass whooped in Amarillo, big shit, talking shit. Some nigga bitch wanted to fuck on me. And I was like, nigga, I wouldn't want her anyway because you was on top of her first. I went to the bathroom. Nigga, fuck you. All right, hey.
Nigga dick out. Trying to pee.
Hey, no. Hey, stop, bro. I said, damn, how many niggas over here just throw me around? All
right, take 3. This is Behind the Mic with Rio Muhammad. He is going to tell us all the behind-the-scenes shits, his story of being arguably the best MC Fort Bliss, El Paso area has ever seen. Is it a debate? I really don't think so. There's not many names as far as MCs that you can hold up next to Rio, but that's a later conversation. All right, he's been doing this since 2009. Okay, one promotion team, right? One promotion team, several different clubs, and the concerts under his belt. He don't even know how many. He can't even take a guess because it's been that many concerts. All right, so introduction out the way. Who helped you come up?
My uncle, was the one who was the first person to told me to like, hey man, you need to get into this club shit out here because you got something going on type shit. And he introduced me to Pro Fresh.
Okay.
This is when it was Icy Entertainment.
Okay.
And
did not know that.
Yeah, that's like old school. This is when like we was passing out black cards, Icy Entertainment cards and shit. And I met them and I was like, yo man, you know, I just want to be a part of the crew at that time. And it was all right, cool. And I was like, yo, could I be out dance? Can I be a dancer, you know, or something? You know, because at that time I was dancing. People who know me back then knew I was a dancer and shit. And It was like, man, we ain't hiring no nigga dancers, but you could be a promoter. And I was like, all right, cool. I can take that. So, you know, I learned the ropes. And that was my first time ever clubbing in my life, bro. Ever in my life. And I met this guy named Devon Coney, rest in peace. And he's my mentor. And the shit that he was doing, I was just glued to it. Like Dragon Ball Z on the TV, fucking on a Sunday on Toonami, nigga. I was glued to it. I was like, yo, I want to learn this shit. I want to get to know how to do this shit. And he taught me the ropes.
When was your first time being thrown out there on your own? Like, because I'm assuming you was like shadowing him, right?
Yeah.
You was learning some stuff from him.
Yeah. The first time I was on my own, well, it was a practice time and then it was an actual time when I was on my own, you know, because I practiced with like 10, like a little small crowd in the club, and I'm like trying to make them dance and shit.
Okay.
And that was at Industry, and my actual shot I got was at Club Mist.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie, nigga was like super scared. I was super fucking scared. It was like, you know, like all eyes on you. People looking at you and seeing like how you gonna make us dance type shit. How you gonna move us? We already drunk and shit. How you gonna move us? And of course, you had to make that relationship with the DJ. And them niggas, you know, DJs respect the fuck out of people who actually like take this shit seriously. And at that time, I'm a newcomer. They didn't give a fuck about me.
Right. So it's weird because I always thought the DJ was the one who had to move the crowd.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, as a DJ, of course you want to make people move, but you know, it's like when you get a muffin, you add a little ice on that bitch. It's good to have someone who can help you even more,
right,
than what you already doing.
Okay, so the relationship between MC and DJ got to be pretty close.
It got to be. I really feel. You know, it's crazy because you know you got MCs that just like feel like, oh, give me the mic and I can do what the fuck I could do. One of my favorite DJs I loved working with in El Paso was DJ Mark X. Me and Mark X had that. We was linked. We was synced. He knew what to play. I knew what he had. He was playing next and shit. We just had that relationship where, you know, it sounds like we practiced this shit.
Damn. So you would know what's coming up next.
So yeah,
you would know what's coming up next with him.
I would know.
Damn.
I would literally know what's coming next because like we just have that. We had that relationship
chemistry.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that chemistry, most definitely.
Okay. So I guess you could do like different sound bites, and based off what you're saying, he'd play like that next song. We've seen those transitions between like an artist doing a concert and then the DJ. They like that transition like on point, whatever that artist is talking about or something. Like so y'all had it like that. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much just like that. Like it's just like because I let he taught me about BPMs, about tempos and shit. And after that, it kind of just came easy. After that, I was like, all right, cool. So I know what's coming because you got high pitch and low pitch type shit. So you know, it was just one of the things I just caught on to.
Okay, cool. How many DJs you done worked with? You can't even.
Man, I couldn't give you a number.
I guess as far as consistently.
Mark X. Who else was one? Ghost Fingers. I don't know if people remember him. DJ KB. DJ Tommy Black. I know I'm missing a couple of gems and shit. I know I am. DJ J Smooth. DJ Knobs. And I think that's all I know right now. I ain't gonna lie, but there's been quite a few that I worked with a lot because, of course, they get booked for shows, or the money is funny or some shit like that. It's all type of shit like that.
Okay. And Pro Fresh, what was that, like the only promotion team at the time?
Nah, it was like
there was other teams.
When I came, Pro Fresh was like representing just black.
Okay, and it wasn't many black.
With it. Yeah, we was like, we represent black. Like, we here for our people type shit, and I was fucking with that.
Hip hop and R&B.
Like, I'm with that, and so I was like, it just whatever needed to be done, fuck it.
So that was easy for them to get the black community to come to their events because they're pretty much the only people who doing hip hop and R&B at clubs.
I mean, I wouldn't say easy because we had our fair share of competition back in the day, but we were pretty popular that people already knew what the spot was gonna have, like would it be at.
Yeah, when I was there, I don't think I went to anything else other than
it was all Pro Fresh. When you was there, it was all Pro Fresh. At that time, we was like really just like full steam ahead. Like, we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes in a fucking Monday brunch and shit that was going on. And, it was a takeover around that time. Like, nobody really couldn't fuck with us at that time. Especially, like, me hosting and the shit that I was doing and, the concerts. It was just too much shit. We was just feeding the city way too much entertainment for them not to come.
Yeah, everything was pretty much Pro Fresh. I know when I was when I was at work, all we would be talking about was the club and the weekend. We just ready for the weekend, whatever.
Ready for Friday, then.
We talking about it at PT, during work, out in the field, wherever we was at. We was, this weekend we gonna do this. Always the same shit.
Boys, hell yeah.
Niggas was hype.
I ain't gonna lie. I think about, because I don't know. I think I don't know if we did have any military people. We probably did, but I didn't know. I think most of our crowd was at least about 55-60% military.
Oh yeah, y'all most definitely had a lot of military.
Most definitely, like they was always there faithfully, always there. Yeah,
everybody knew everybody, or if you if you ain't even know them, you've at least seen them and you know of them. Yeah. It was It was
a good time. It was really a fucking good time, bro. You couldn't wait till the weekend, go to the mall. We see each other at the mall shopping. Right. And then we see each other at the club. Right. That literally was the weekend routine for damn near everybody. Right. Everybody was like that. Like, the club industry, bro, the shit it's fun. And of course, for people who young, you gonna just be glued to that shit. You get in free, you drink, you look like you that motherfucker when you really ain't, because you gotta go back to McDonald's type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got like, I tell everybody, and I told Xavier the same thing when we talked. I was like, bro, the club is a people's escape. Okay. It's an escape. You can be whoever the fuck you want in that club, bro. You can be whoever you want. And I felt like, as an MC, I was supposed to be that person to just give you a memorable ass fucking moment. Something that you can go home and talk about. All
right, so for the people who don't know, you just mentioned somebody, Xavier. Who is Xavier? Yeah. And because it just sounds like you just mentioning this information to a random person. You gotta remember, there might be people watching this who ain't never been to El Paso, and they like, who the fuck is Xavier? So, you gotta let people know.
Rivals. One of my favorite rivals, but also a friend. My nigga Xavier Hill. I met him. I remember when he first came to El Paso. You know, you met him as well too. Big nerdy two shoes ass nigga. And I mean, he had something about him, bro. He was just real quiet and shit, but he was loud when he wanted to be. And I remember EJ just took that nigga under his wing, just like how Brett took me under his wing and taught me everything. Okay. And so he came to me and he was like, which is real humble. He wanted to know the game. And at that time, I was the nigga on top. So I was like, of course, nigga, I'm always ready to, pass the torch. Because, at that time, it was all about competition because, like, if you ain't, you got to be that nigga. If you ain't that nigga, it was so much shit, reputation, bitches. It was so much shit at that time that jeopardized their shit. So, I was like, all right, cool, bro. I'll teach you the game. And so I taught him. And after I taught him the basics, he kind of just took it, ran with it, mixed it, and made his own thing. And then like a little rival happened after that.
Okay, you mentioned EJ and Brent. Are they part of the same promotion team?
Well, I don't know, but I won't say I don't know now. But back then, Pro Fresh was together, and then GFM happened because of some shit that happened in the middle between them and shit. I guess it's squashed now, but at that time it got real crazy and shit. So Brent made GFM, and then it became, kind of, I wouldn't say a competition because Pro Fresh name had too much carry. It had a lot of carry. So but Brent also had a lot of carry because he was a face. Right, yo, you see that nigga at the front door every night. He at the front door in his phone, looking at people coming in the line, checking the lines out and shit. Right. So it just became one of those things where I guess I don't know if it was money. I don't know if it was like, I don't know honestly, money, greed, ego, pride. I don't know what was the reason, but
they were
that
together.
Shit kind of separated a lot of people at that time. Honestly.
I ain't think about that. So you had people who stuck with EJ and then people who stuck with Brent?
Yeah, most definitely. I remember when I stuck with Brent because Brent was my he was when Devon had passed the torch to me, Brent was still teaching me stuff.
Okay.
So I was like learning things for him as well. So I was automatically loyal to him because he was like my second guy that was just teaching me everything and shit. But I'm like, nigga, I grew up on Pro Fresh, so it was kind of like a split thing between me, bro. Because I was like, bro, Pro Fresh is what I came in, and now we got this GFM shit.
And you fuck with both of them.
Yeah, I fuck with both of them. I got no problem. Yeah, I fuck with both of them.
So it was hard. You fuck with both these people, and then they split, and it's just like you and other people are just like stuck in the middle. Like, damn, I fuck with this person, but I fuck with this person too, and like you kind of forced to. Make a decision.
It got crazy, so that's when.
Where's your loyalty, nigga?
and that's when EJ made his weapon Xavier.
Okay, so okay, so he was supposed to be Rio 2.0.
I hope Xavier see this shit, bro. I hope Xavier see this shit because this shit wasn't random. He wasn't randomly picked, bro. He was scouted and he was chosen. This nigga was chosen to be who he was today. Because I bet you any money. I bet you he probably would have been anything else besides a DJ or a host. He would have been anything else. Like, let's be real.
I'm about to be real.
He was loud. He was loud. He played video games. Shit. I feel like he would have been doing something totally different besides being a DJ and a host. If EJ didn't bring him into that world.
So I think that was I think it was his path. I really do. Because as far as the military, he was in my company. And he's the type, as even lower ranking soldier, to want to get out and call cadence. Like, that was something I seen in him. So when he was trying to...
Okay. Well, this is like... Well, you saw that because all I did was meet him in the club scene.
You only knew him outside of that. But in the military, I seen that from him. He's one of the few... lower enlisted soldiers, even some higher enlisted, they scared to get out and lead the company to call cadence and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And so when he was becoming an MC, I was like, that shit fits him. Like I saw, so I could see it, being his lane. That was
like I said, I never knew that.
Right,
I never knew that.
That was really like him. He was not afraid to get out and fucking rock the mic, calling cadence, like, and being able to call it well, and had a whole formation like hype, cause
I feel like
that's something.
One thing about him, that nigga had the energy, bro. When he came to hosting, he had that energy,
right?
Bro.
Cause I seen that same energy. I seen that same energy
when
in the military.
I saw him host, the first time he hosted, I was like, this nigga got the energy, bro. He got the energy to do this shit.
Yeah, when I seen him taking the role as a host, I was like.
But yeah, it was just I felt like he needed to learn this. Yeah, I just felt like he just needed to learn like the intros, like the peak of my hosting career type shit.
Yeah.
301 was one of them. The Vault was one of them, and M-Bar and my Amarillo experience was like my high point of my like hosting shit. Like I was like, I'm untouchable, bro. I'm fucking untouchable.
What were some of the perks of being an MC?
Bitches.
I'm assuming you get
Like,
paid. You get in the club for
of
free.
course you. You know what's crazy?
You get in the club for free.
Because I really don't. I don't like talking about it, but I have to talk about it because when I first started hosting, I think I was getting like $50, $60, and after a while, it's like $80, and then after that, like I think the most I probably made was like $100 or something like that.
This is a night.
A night, and I mean, for me in my 20s, that was like a lot, I guess. But
you feel you was worth more?
I felt, hell yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I felt like I was worth more. The shit I was doing, the way people, like the club packed, like everything. You know, the promoter job is to get the people. The DJ and host job is to keep the people.
Okay.
And we kept the people. Nigga, it was lines around the corner. You remember that shit? It was lines around the corner to get in the club.
Yeah.
And you know, it was because when they got in that motherfucker, they know it was gonna be a good time.
Right.
So
yeah. you don't feel that you was paid your worth?
Hell nah. I definitely wasn't paid my worth at all. I think it was one person who paid me my worth, and he passed away. Tiny paid me my worth. I remember he bought me a ticket to El Paso to do the Summer Jam 2018, and he put me in a DoubleTree, and I think he paid me like $300.
Okay.
And then he sent me back home. So
he paid for everything.
He paid for everything. So I think that was probably one of those moments like, yeah, man, this is what the fuck. This is what I'm supposed to be getting. This is what I'm supposed to be feeling like.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah. So was he a promoter or a DJ? What was he?
Yeah, Tiny was a promoter. He was a promoter.
I said he was a promoter.
Yeah, he was a promoter.
Okay.
He was in Dallas though. He was Dallas, and he came to El Paso every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now to everybody, he hit you up to be.
He hit me. He definitely took care of a nigga. Because when the 2018 Summer Jam came, he was like, you was the first person I thought of. And then I think EJ had talked to him because, of course, everybody had a relationship with each other. And EJ was like, hey, I want to put Xavier in there as well, too. And so
y'all hosted together?
Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It was a disaster. But,
I mean, how?
Because at that time,
I'm sure the event was still successful.
Like I said, at that time, I think I hosted shit tons of concerts, so I knew how to like perform. And you know, I remember Xavier came in my room, and I was telling him like, these are the things we got to say. You know, we had to promote. I think it was like Vanessa Stiletto's entertainment production at that time. I don't know. It was a list. It was a list of shit that we had to put in with the shit that we improv. So, you know, I was trying to show him that. And then we got on stage and it wasn't it. And it was just, I don't know personally, I can't speak for him, but for me, I think that was his first time on a big stage, like a concert stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. So.
Yeah.
I guess as far as your relationship with Pro Fresh and all that, what is that now? Now that you've moved.
Man, I really don't talk to them. I really don't talk to them. They don't talk to me. Like we do not conversate whatsoever. And I thought it would be different because of everything I've done. I thought it would be different. I thought it would be we tight, nigga. We locked in because I'm like the first couple of bricks of making that motherfucking house that the foundation they got. So I thought it was gonna be tight, but we don't talk at all anymore.
So
I really don't bother to even call them anymore, honestly.
I mean, y'all would have nothing to talk about, I guess, now at this point. But
true.
What was it a fallout when you was there?
Yeah. I had what was it? It was my first time going to jail. I don't know the date of it, but Don Benjamin came into town. He was like some Instagram famous ass nigga or some shit. And we was at 301 to the fucking roof off that bitch. Everybody was live. Everybody was fucked up. And that night I got pulled over, and I went to jail for a DUI at that time. It was bullshit. And I'm sitting in jail. I'm thinking I'm about to be out that bitch in like 2 hours, because like I'm the nigga that hosts club. I'm the face. I'm the voice of this promotion team. I'm thinking they gonna get me the fuck out this bitch in an hour or two. I sit in jail, and no one came. No one came.
For how long?
I think at that moment, it really hurt. That shit hurt.
But like
a motherfucker.
Okay, first let me back up. So was you drunk or no?
Cause you said
it was some bullshit.
I feel like everybody has this thing where we lit, we drunk, but our adrenaline mixed with the liquor, so we still active. We really don't get fully fucked up until we get home or halfway home.
Yeah, everybody's different.
So I wasn't fucked up, but I got pulled over. And they set me in a cell.
Right.
And when I sat there, like my adrenaline went down, my alcohol went up.
So everybody has different alcohol tolerances, but there's still one standard as far as what they consider drunk. So it don't matter how strong your tolerance is, and if you can function or not. If you blow over whatever, that's it.
I didn't get a blow in the car. They set me in a cell and then made me blow.
They set you in a cell, then made you blow.
Yeah, I was in a cell for 2 hours, and then like literally the holding cells was like downtown, around the corner from the club. Literally, it was like a block or two away from the club.
Okay, is the club over, or this was after the club, or while it was still going?
Club's over.
All right, so nobody at the club no more. you talk about it's right by the club.
But it's by the club though. So as soon as I got arrested, nigga, he went 2 blocks and put my ass in there.
Okay, so nobody came for you. You said you think you about to be out 1 to 2 hours. Yeah. People would have to know to come get you that you in jail.
I would think, because it was me, Dame, Larry, and Brandon in the car, and I felt like somebody had to tell somebody something.
Okay.
And I feel like somebody told somebody something, and I guess we do it in the morning.
Did it happen in the morning?
I don't know, but that's how I felt.
No, okay. So you thinking we'll deal with it in the morning, but it didn't get dealt with in the morning. Did like how long were you in there?
I was in there. I think I spent a day, because I was in the holding cell, and then they sent me to the county when you get the rum type shit.
Okay.
And
general
Rico.
Population.
Yeah, so I'm talking about I got my jumpsuit and everything. I'm like, what the fuck going on, bro? I'm supposed to be out this bitch.
He said, oh, I'm going to jail now. Niggas getting moved and transferred.
So Rico, at the time, who owned Black Pearl, out of all people, because Rico was the competition at that time. Okay. But me and Rico was cool, but we wasn't that cool because I worked for Pro Fresh. It was a time that we wasn't always like on the same level.
Right.
He bails me out. Out of anybody in the world, my competition bails me out of jail. Yeah. And that shit was the biggest slap in the fucking face to me at that time.
So
I remember I got out of jail. I called Brent. I'm yelling at Brent. I called a lot of people, just pissed the fuck off, bro. I was really fucking mad because I'm like, nigga, all this footwork I put in for this fucking company, and you don't look for me? Nobody. You always calling me about flyers and fucking promotions and ideas and shit, but you ain't checking for me when I'm in jail, nigga. Like, damn. I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that.
So you you help generate all this money, and you can't get bailed out of jail, is what you saying?
Man, that shit hurt me hard. So after that, I was done. So I didn't want to be. Okay, I didn't want to be in El Paso, because I knew me being in El Paso, I was going to always be linked to the team, because I came up with them niggas. I was loyal to that cause. And it's not only just me. It's a bunch of old heads, a bunch of like OG promoters back in the day who literally put in the footwork for the cause and got looked over today. And I think that shit is not cool at all.
So you saying you had to leave El Paso because you'll always be linked to them.
Well, it was like, one, my feelings was hurt. And two, if I stood out there, everybody would be like, yo, I felt like, because let's be honest, they run El Paso.
Okay.
So the only way I was going to generate money was to work with them. But my personal relationship was already fucked up with them that I didn't want to work with them.
They run El Paso, so you feel like you can't. I always feel like there's always a nigga that's hungry or hungrier.
Yeah.
No matter what it is. So like, I feel like just like you said, Brent branched off. I mean, there could have been branch offs, and
It could have been.
You could have did your own thing.
But like I said, when I told you from the beginning, this is like Pro Fresh stood for black.
Right.
So I felt like this was a family. But the moment I felt like this wasn't family or it's business, I didn't want to be there anymore.
So was this Pro Fresh at the time, or was it GFM?
It was around the time GFM had popped out. I think there was like 2-3 years in at that time.
So, like this, right when you got out of jail, you stopped fucking with everybody, and you left after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I left.
You left after that. Soon after that.
After that, I got bailed out, and I left. I got a ticket. I got a bus ticket, and I went back to Houston, and I didn't look back until I had to come back again to turn myself in because I had got a misdemeanor.
Okay.
So I had to be in jail for 30 days, which Rico helped me out as well too while going through that.
Well, damn.
Picked me up from the bus station. He turned me in. I got out of jail. The nigga bought me a big ass burger, put me back on the bus, and I went home to my family.
That nigga turned you in. Did he get a reward for you?
Yeah, he was a bounty hunter.
For real?
Yeah.
Nigga, I thought I was making a joke.
Nah, nigga, that nigga was a bounty hunter. He used to rock the badge. That was his day job.
Nigga, I thought I was making a joke. So he really got a reward for you.
Yeah, and that reward that he got, he used to get me home.
That's dope.
That's some real nigga shit, bro. It don't get no realer than that.
Damn, I thought I was making a joke. I ain't even think bounty hunters was like real. When I think of bounty hunter,
yeah, that thing.
I think when I think of bounty hunter, I think of Ice Cube from All About the Benjamins.
You're stupid as fuck.
Nigga, that's the only time I've seen that shit.
You never saw the show Bounty Hunters?
No, but now that you mention it, it sounds familiar. I think a nigga named Dog or something.
With a mohawk, he got like a white
mullet or some shit.
Yeah, a mullet. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. So
yeah.
a nigga can have a job for grabbing niggas up and taking them to jail.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous and fun.
Oh, most definitely. Because if you're not a real cop, you get your ass whipped, bro. Yeah, you gonna get your ass whipped. After that,
you're gonna need a bounty hunter team to go grab niggas.
I haven't been in El Paso ever since that day. I said fuck that shit.
Since you turned yourself in and left. Okay.
I said fuck that shit. I didn't want to be there no more. I everything that I felt was like everything I thought that meant a lot to me didn't mean a lot anymore. If that makes sense. Like I was like, oh, this is my family. This is the gang type shit. We do everything together. Blah blah blah. Nah, that ain't what it is.
Okay, so you thought it was family, but it was it was really just business for them.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just business, bro. It's just business. I've been knowing Brent back when we used to fucking like eat ramen noodles and Taco Bell, nigga.
Niggas still
and I ain't
eat
talking
that.
about I ain't talking about a number, nigga. We on a dollar menu.
Niggas still eat those
you know what I'm saying? And that meant a lot to me. I'm happy for his success, bro. But you would think niggas like that would literally like, yo, bro, like that. You my day one. We always gonna be tight. Never got a call for a birthday. Never sitting there checking on me how I'm doing and shit. And I ain't trying to nag, but I take my friendships real personal because these are motherfuckers that I'm letting in my circle type shit. I don't have to fuck with you, but I chose to fuck with you.
Okay, so I feel like I need to send you happy birthday texts because that's not something that I do. I don't want you to. I don't want you to question the friendship because you didn't get a happy birthday from me. But that's not something I do with my niggas. Let me check my calendar and make sure it's not a nigga birthday.
It's like this, bro. Like me and your friendship, I like our friendship is different from me and his friendship.
Okay, it sounds like
he called me a brother.
Right.
Calling me a brother, nigga, that means you care about my fucking existence, nigga. Like, if something happened to me, you would be worried.
Okay.
Nah, that was that. See, me and you, nigga, we just idiots. We just do shit and like we just fuck with each other and poke the bear type shit and see what happens. That's what so I understand our relationship.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
I just had I had to make sure because I don't really check. It's been a while since I checked
you
my
a birthday
calendar to make
text.
sure. Let me see if it's one of my niggas' birthdays and send them a happy birthday text and some flowers.
All right. Nah, man. Nah, I mean, like I said, it's certain people, like, you know, you don't expect everybody, but you expect certain people. Just
Right.
like if you had a best friend, you expect them to know your birthday.
Okay. Dang, that's
So,
crazy.
yeah. And then, of course, with the relationship me and him had, I thought that he, like, honestly, I thought that we were always going to be tight. I really thought that.
It be like that sometimes. I fell out with a nigga before. I fell out with two niggas, but one of them, it was like, I thought he was like, I consider him a brother, but hey, that's why I say you can't never put nothing past nobody, because
Facts.
you can't.
Facts.
No matter how loyal or you trust them or what they say or like
you never fucking know.
You
never know.
You never know. Shit is crazy.
And I ain't gonna lie, that shit stung like a motherfucker, bro. I was really mad at him for a cool little minute. And then after a while, I just didn't pay no mind to it anymore. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I ain't talking about the birthday, nigga. I'm talking about the shit that was going on. So shut the fuck up.
You ain't tell me happy birthday? You know it's my birthday today, right? Or did you forget?
Nah.
So you got out of jail. You said you called a lot of people and went off on
Yeah,
the ass.
when I got out.
Like, what was the conversation? Nigga, did you know I was in jail? Or
I was pissed. I'm like, bro, I was in jail. Oh, I didn't find out till this morning.
Okay, so you still knew.
And about time I could do anything, you were out. I was like, that's bullshit, bro.
Bro,
I call bullshit.
You don't know when niggas found out, though.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, dog. At that time in my life, nigga, I was 100% invested into they fucking dream. They company. And I was making a name for myself. And you over here molding me to be your bread and butter, but you ain't taking care of it?
Okay. This is wild.
I didn't like that shit. I did not like that shit. I remember, like being a promoter became like a really fucking job at a time, bro. Like, they had to wake up and drop flyers and shit. You remember you used to go to Facebook and see flyers all over the fucking feed? Like, damn, these niggas pushing promotion and shit.
Yeah.
Like, dude, hell nah, dog. Like, that shit really, really bothered me. That shit bothered me.
It's weird, okay, because, like, so that bothered you. You sat in jail for a day, and niggas was not, like, trying to get you out.
Yeah.
So, I had a situation. I went to jail over some bitch, and I was in there for, like 2 weeks. And these are niggas I consider brothers, too, and it's a lot of niggas. They all knew I was in jail. They didn't try to bail me out. And that's not even something that crossed my mind of thinking these niggas need to bail me out. Also, even if they wanted to, they couldn't because I didn't have a bond. So I wasn't able to get bailed out. But that never crossed my mind of like,
at that
oh,
time,
these niggas they ain't worried about me. So it's like, it's
at that time, dude, in my life, when I got arrested, I was still a kid. Okay. I was figuring shit out. I was just a nigga that liked to go to clubs and is host. I honestly, I really didn't become a man until I was like 30, sadly. Like, I was still a kid. I was still looking at people, idolizing motherfuckers and shit like, oh, they know what's best for me type shit. So that's why it was so, like, hurtful. And I'm like, oh, they got me type shit. Because I'm like, yo, they've been my guardian this whole fucking time.
I kind of understand that. Because like you said in the beginning, you were saying, you know, after whoever put you on was training you to become an MC when he passed, Brent like took over and still continued to teach you and help you, and then for something like that to happen and he's not even checking up on you or he's not the one to get you out, I can kind of understand that. Yeah,
don't get me wrong. He's helped me out at times in my life. I remember I was in a place to stay. He helped me. You know, when nigga didn't know what I was going to do, what my next meal was going to be, he was there. You know what I'm saying? We go out to eat. He got the ticket and shit. He definitely did that. But I feel like that moment, that was really big. That moment there was big to me.
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck about food and none of that shit, bro. That shit, like, was me. My life was changing, nigga. My life was about to change after that. And then after getting out, and then I had to go back and turn myself in, and I was in jail for 30 days. No one called me. No one called me.
Okay.
Not a fucking soul. I was in El Paso, that little fucking county jail over there by Purple Heart Road. I was in that bitch for 30 days, and no one checked on my ass.
They was clubbing, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
The nigga said, "Hey, I'm turning myself in. I need the world to stop in El Paso." Okay?
Nah, because I think before I turned myself in, I think I went out that night and I saw everybody. And I think, I don't remember exactly, but I think I told them I was turning myself in. And I'm not trying to act like I was the most important nigga in the world, bro. But to that team, I was.
Okay.
I was an asset to them. I was a valuable asset to them.
You was a what?
Valuable. I was valuable. Variable. My bad, nigga. This alcohol catching up on me.
You was valuable.
I was valuable. My bad.
Okay.
This alcohol catching up on me.
I didn't know if you were saying available or a variable.
Variable, very. But yeah.
You know, niggas be trying to use words they ain't got no business using.
Expeditiously. Because my hypothesis tells me that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Damn, so you just went to jail and you went out that same night and you turned yourself in the next day or the same
Yeah,
day?
next day I turned myself in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And nobody checked up on you still?
Nah. And it was cool at that time because I already knew what it was. Right. I already knew what it was at that time. At that time, it just sunk in like, yeah, it's cool. I ain't tripping.
Yeah. Because this already happened. And
yeah, it already happened. It already happened. It's over with. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and do this time real quick. You know what's funny? I used to like use that shit as a joke when like I meet people. They're like, "Oh, you went to jail? How long you did?" And I was like, "I did 3." And you know, instantly they're thinking about 3 years because you because you're not giving specifics. So you didn't give it the specifics about how long you did. Oh yeah, I did 3.
So what was it? 3 what?
Well, because on the weekends it's 2 days. So I had 30 days, so I did 3 weeks.
They count the weekends as 2 days?
Yeah.
Or 4?
I thought it was 2. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know,
but
I thought it was 2.
The weekend is 2 days.
Yeah, I think it's 2 days.
I'm confused.
That's what the fuck I heard.
You did 30 days.
I did 30 days, but it said the weekends like 2 a days or some shit. I don't know. That's what the fuck that was going on.
So the weekends count double?
I guess so.
So that's how it became 3 weeks.
Yeah, because I was killing my time.
Because the weekends counted.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's 4 days. I didn't know
I guess
that.
so. Yeah.
Okay. Jail shit. Yeah, I ain't know.
Jail shit, yeah. I would like my advice to people, bro, that get into this shit is just like, I mean, because I ain't gonna lie, I loved what I did back in the day, bro, and it showed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I loved what I did. I love seeing people have fun. And if you ain't really down with that shit like that, and you're just doing it because you're trying to get popular and shit, you probably ain't gonna get that far, my guy. Because one thing I liked about Mark X, he respected people that respected the craft of that shit. Like, because it's a craft. It really is. And I think that just made me more of like the OG into that shit after a while. But, you know, I'm proud of everybody who doing what they're doing these days. You know, fucking Trayvon, Xavier, you know, whoever else who's hosting that I don't know of and shit. You know, I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them and shit. But, you know, you got to just be cautious in that game, bro, because you can easily get lost and misguided like a motherfucker. And, you know, me and Dame, we just had that, that like, we really got a chip on our shoulder when it comes to when working for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he do, but I feel like he do, because we invested a lot of time and energy where we could have did anything else. But we was all about the team, and we was all about trying to, like, be the next fucking craziest thing, BMF fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were trying to be them niggas. Mm-hmm. And we lost a lot of shit. We lost a lot of time. A lot of shit we could have done that we didn't do because our loyalty was the glue, the reason why we always went back. Nah, cause like we were just talking. I was literally giving you the breakdown from like A to B, nigga, because it was just a long ass. It was a long ass like life I lived. I spent like 8-9 years of my life. All my 20s went to El Paso, nigga.
He said, "Acknowledge me." You think you get the recognition now as far as what you were to El Paso?
Honestly, fuck no. I doubt anybody out there besides the people I work with know who I am out there.
But that's because you're not there no more. So
True.
how would they just know who you are?
Nah, because honestly, I think it was a couple of times where I thought it was they had a reunion. They had a reunion, and I didn't get a call.
Damn, nigga, stay not calling you. Nigga ain't called me for my birthday, not the reunion.
Not in jail. And
so what was the reunion? Like it was a party?
It was a GFM Pro Fresh reunion. All the old heads that I worked with,
and
that I grew up with, all was there.
That's
and
crazy.
I didn't get a phone call. I think the long time I got a phone call when it was his birthday, and he was like, "Yo, it's my birthday, bro. You want to come out here?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Couldn't do it.
Hold on, who asked? Xavier?
Brent.
Oh,
his birthday was 4th of July, and he asked me to come. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the funds, and on top of that, I was just like, "Can't do it. I couldn't do it."
If you had him, would you have done it?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
So
you
pretty much said, and y'all fucked me.
And it's not even like personal, bro. It's just like I'm these days in my life, I'm just moving with the vibration, bro. Like the energy is everything, dog. And I'm not feeling that shit, bro. I'm not feeling how you move, bro. I'm not feeling how you move at all. Happy for your success, but I don't like how you move.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When your birthday? So I could put in my calendar. So I make sure.
You don't shut the fuck up about that birthday shit.
Oh, forget this shit.
You already missed it, motherfucker. It was March 19th.
I ain't getting no happy birthday text either.
Bruh, I think I told you happy birthday on Facebook, I think.
Yeah, you think. You just trying to save yourself. Ain't nobody text me happy birthday.
I got this rule I do on Facebook. If I don't know you and it's your birthday, I don't say shit.
I got this rule. I usually, every day when I see it's people's birthday, if I don't know them, I just delete them. Like if I don't have no interaction with them.
That's true as well. Yeah, that's true.
I don't see they post. They don't interact on mine. I just delete them.
Yeah.
So daily.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know what's crazy, bro? And that's the other thing that pissed me off. And I know you see my shit. Unless I'm posting funny shit, nobody likes my shit, bro. I can post a picture of me, nigga, like 5 likes, nigga.
So you need more.
But let me post something funny. These motherfuckers all over it, sharing it all. I'm like, man, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck y'all people.
That's like, I never understood the things with the likes with people and how much they get. I
don't know.
Like,
why the fuck you on my page then?
Like everybody I don't see every single person's post that every single person makes. So like some people just don't see it. And then like people be talking about their stories like, oh, I got 5 likes on this picture, but look at all these people watching my story, and it's like 100 or 200 people. And the thing with that story shit is, we watch people's stories, and another story will come on right after that. And people be, oh, y'all checking for me and this and that. And it's like, not really. You just so happen to come on after
you just popped up, bro. You just popped up
after the last story. Like nobody's people too, like, they egos. They think the world.
That's another thing, bro. These I ain't gonna cap. I used to be big. I used to be a big nigga on my ego, bro. I used to be big on that shit, but I definitely piped down a lot after a while. After I got my ass whooped in Amarillo.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I was this big shit talking shit. Some nigga bitch wanted to fuck on me, and I was like, nigga, I wouldn't want her anyway because you was on top of her first.
You got to fight.
I went to the bathroom. Nigga, fuck you. All right, hey,
nigga, dick out. Trying to pee.
Hey, no. Hey, chill out, bro. Oh,
funny.
man. That shit's crazy. But, yeah. That shit, yeah. So, after that nice little noggin, I had to humble myself after that.
Yeah, people egos is wild to me. People care about
Mm-hmm.
they care too much about what people think and say about them. And with me,
Yeah.
I just don't. People go broke trying to impress the internet. People who don't care about you for real. And they
Coming from
like,
the nigga with every pair of J's, but go ahead.
I mean, it's different for me. And like a lot of the stuff I used to do, I don't do it no more. Like I used to
Yeah.
buy shit and post it all the time every week, and I mean I still do the same things that I do, but I don't have to post every single thing that I have. Like so that's
Yeah.
something I grew out of. People don't need to. That's how you
Know
get robbed. That's how
everything.
you get robbed.
Facts.
People be like, oh that
Big
nigga, oh he
facts.
got some shit. Hey. And
Oh,
they
yeah,
try,
yeah,
cause like
yeah.
I told you earlier, like people stole some shit from my place when I had people
Yeah.
over. People be
Yeah.
seeing you have shit. Oh, that nigga having a party or something? Oh,
Oh,
hey,
yeah. He about to get got.
yeah, look, let's go to this nigga shit. Look what he got. So, all the buying shit and showing them, taking pictures with money on my goddamn, on my arm and shit like that, and holding
I
it.
never saw you do that, bro. I
Yeah,
hope you didn't do that.
I don't do shit like that.
I
Holding
don't do
money
that shit
like
either.
holding the guava money like it's a phone and all that other shit. It's like
Yeah, I don't do that shit.
you're inviting people to come
To
see
fuck
you,
you up.
nigga. People
Yeah.
gonna come see about that money and all that stuff
Oh, yeah, most
you trying to
definitely.
portray that you got.
That's how Pop Smoke got.
Yeah, like it ain't worth it. It ain't worth
Yeah.
it to me. And not me. A lot of people be saying that they not. I am materialistic. I'm very materialistic. I don't want nothing to
It
happen to
shows.
the shit that I spend my money on. People be, oh, it's just this or it's just that, and you could buy it again, and like for me, a lot of times, no, I can't. That
Facts.
pop was
That was a limited edition.
that pop was limited edition. Them shoes they not selling no more, and if I want to buy them,
Yeah.
I have to pay 10 times of what I bought them for. Like I can't
Yeah.
just get it back, and even if I could, even if it was $10, I don't want to spend another $10 on some shit I already spent $10 on. I don't want to keep rebuying the shit, even if it was regular price. Oh, you can get it back, you material. Fuck that. If you saying
I feel
that,
like
if you saying that, you ain't lost enough yet. For and you lose everything in a fire, and a nigga come, oh, you can get it all back. That's just material stuff. I
I'm
ain't
hurt.
trying to hear that shit, nigga.
I'm hurt.
Exactly. I'm not trying to hear
I'm
that
hurting.
shit. I'm
I'll
materialistic.
probably slide his ass on spot if he says shit like that. But yeah, I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
Yeah, I'm materialistic. I'm not afraid to say it. I don't want to lose the shit
Yeah.
I got.
I mean, I feel you because I'm like that with my video games.
Yeah.
I don't play with my video games.
Right.
Like
a lot of niggas ain't. If somebody broke their Xbox or their PlayStation, oh, you can get another one, nigga.
Nah, nigga. Memory gone. All that memory is gone with it, nigga.
Right. Like, nah.
Can't get that back. I remember my kids used to play my games. Nah, nigga, hold it like this. Hold it like this, nigga. Nah, don't do that.
Wash your hands before you touch my controller.
Right.
Nigga. Cause niggas.
I remember a nigga had
nasty
grabbed
control.
the CD and put a fingerprint on that motherfucker, but I almost went upside his fucking head. Boy, that's what I got. I didn't play about that shit. Now I just buy my games off the system shit.
Oh nah, that's a different conversation. You wildin'.
Hey man,
You buy digital games?
Yeah, man.
Wildin', bro.
Yeah, I think the last game I bought CD was Dragon Ball Z Z Fighters.
Y'all wildin'.
That was the last CD I bought.
This the thing too. With digital, you don't really be owning the shit. You don't really be owning shit. Look, if I got a PlayStation 5 digital and I got a PlayStation 5 physical, 20 years from now, the shit become worth some money. Niggas is trying to find a PlayStation 5. It's one of them consoles that gains some value. Now I got a physical PlayStation 5 and 20 games. I got a physical or a digital. No, I got a disc PlayStation 5 and a digital.
Yeah.
And they both had the same 20 games. Now if I try to sell my shit with my physical games, I'm gonna be
No.
able to get more money than you.
Yeah, then the
And
one with digital.
right, yes, and you
Yeah.
already have them. And like what Nintendo is doing, or what they did already, they said, "Hey, the Wii U, the Nintendo 3DS, we shut no servers down. So if you bought some games, you need to go re-download them, cause after we shut the servers down, you're not gonna be able to get those games no more, even though you paid full price for that game."
Hmm.
So it's like, damn,
That's how I
I
feel
thought I
about when they
had
did
the game.
Warzone.
Yeah, it's like I thought I had the game, but I don't now. And then people go and
Yeah.
re-download their games, but then they run out of space. So now they can't download all the games.
I
Even
feel
though,
like people. I don't plan on selling my shit. That's why I have it on my account because I don't plan on selling my shit.
but you're gonna die. The stuff that I
If I
have,
die, nigga, should I die?
if
But
I the
this is
stuff
for
I
my
have,
entertainment right now.
the stuff I have, it's gonna be able to get passed down, and it's gonna be able to have value. And if they want to
Yeah.
sell it or keep it or something like that, they could do whatever they want. But I pass something down that has gained value and that they can do something with. They might one of them games might be worth 20,000 or some shit, and they could just sell that one
May
game,
okay, I see what
and
you're
it's
talking
worth some
about. I
money.
feel what you're talking
And
about.
then you looking like, damn, I got that same exact game, but it's
Yeah,
digital.
it's one game. It's
And
one game I
and
would
it's
never
tied to your
sell.
account. It's tied to
It's
you.
one game I would never sell because I bought the original Xbox, so you know that's the OG shit.
Right.
And it's one game I would never sell. I'll probably keep that bitch to the day I fucking die.
See,
It's
and
quite a
look,
few of them.
and if that game was digital, see, I got that shit on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And if it was
I,
digital, hey, you can't do nothing with it. A nigga, you find out a Mario game worth 20,000. A nigga just sold it. You like shit?
oh, I got it on my account. I don't got it in real life. I got it
Right.
on my account.
You only got it digital, and you
Yeah.
can't do nothing with it. And it's just like, damn. He paid $60 for it, sold it for 20,000. I paid $60 for it. I can't do shit else with it.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're talking
That's
about.
a wild concept. But
So you still at GameStop for releases and shit?
that's me. Why y'all
Okay.
niggas download the console and all that? Nah, I need to see what I'm spending I need to touch what I'm spending my money on.
Oh, you the nigga that take the CD out, look at the back and front, and put it back in type shit?
I need to touch what I'm spending my money on. Like crypto and digital, all that shit don't even make sense to me. Like it don't. I never understood it. Like it's like the digital pictures and shit. Like a nigga who bought the first digital Mona Lisa. What the fuck is a digital Mona Lisa? I don't know what the fuck that is. I can go on Google and Google Mona Lisa, and now I have a picture of Mona Lisa as well. But I just don't have the digital one.
Who getting richer?
It sound like the nigga who didn't spend 100,000 on it, on a picture. Nigga, we got the same picture. Your picture, nigga. Your digital picture. I just screenshot that bitch. I got it too now. I got it too. Now we both got it. You just paid 100,000 for it.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that really happened. This digital
Damn,
Mona
this
Lisa
motherfucker's
shit.
blowing me up. Yeah, I'm getting blew up right now, nigga. It's fucking Sunday. Oh, that's
you better answer
Sunday.
them because you just was talking about niggas wasn't calling you. Now niggas is calling you and you ignoring them.
Nah, this is
niggas is calling, he ignoring them.
Nah, it ain't no niggas. I doubt
I want people to call me so I can ignore their calls.
Nah, I have a handful of people that call me, bro. I got besides my family, I got like my childhood friends I grew up with, my kids, shit, you, old girl I used to talk to.
Old girl.
Yeah. I'm not saying her name, bro. I'm not saying her name. Not saying her name.
Okay.
I ain't gonna do that, bro. I've been really just been in my own space these days. I've been happy lately, man. I want to keep it that way. You ain't about to have me and this bitch drinking.
Every woman that watch this who know you, they gonna be like, I'm old girl. They gonna all think that.
I knew he wasn't over me.
He said, yeah, he just don't want to say my name.
Yeah,
I'm old girl though.
This nigga's stupid. This was for you. You, my number one.
You and you.
Hell nah.
He said, "Oh girl." She like, oh.
Right.
Let me call.
That's
Let
me,
me
girl.
text that
That's
nigga
me.
back. Let me call him back.
Let me call him on his birthday. Hell nah. Oh shit, man. But I'm about to get off this hoe, bro. I'm about to take me a fucking shower. You know, nigga gotta get his mind right for work tomorrow.
Alright, yeah, I'm about to get on the game.
Yeah, bro. I might get on too. Well, shit, you gonna be on some Pokemon shit or something. But yeah.
Alright, y'all.
Yeah. All right, my nigga.